making a deposit in QuickBooks Online. It's important to remember that QuickBooks is just trying to replicate what you're doing in real life. If you're going to go to the bank once or twice a week with a bunch of payments to deposit in your business checking account, you need to show that in QuickBooks Online. Now check out my other video regarding setting up the bank feeds to make a deposit from there. It's going to save you a lot of manual data entry. So do consider setting up your checking account and credit card feeds. But that's a whole nother arena, but it's going to save you time. But let's just continue with our story that remember you had created an estimate and then you created an invoice against those estimates to send to your customers. And then they pay you. So you saw receiving a payment against an invoice. And the last part of this story, from an accounting or bookkeeping perspective, whether you have an accountant or not, is to make the deposit. Got to put it in checking. Remember in the receive payment window, in the receive payment video, we receive the payment to undeposited funds. We're grouping our payments together, right? And then we're going to make a lump sum deposit because that's what you're doing when you go to the bank. So I click on Plus New. Again, easiest place to go. Other column, bank deposit. You will see here all of the payments you've received against invoices, just listed here. And you want to select the ones that you included in the deposit when you drove to the bank and did it in real life. In this case, we're doing Amy's Bird Sanctuary. Remember, that was the example we used last time. And Cool Cars. Sometimes, if you scroll down, sometimes you might not have any payments there. So you might just want to make a deposit yourself, receiving from a customer and choosing the appropriate income account and the amount and the payment method. And that's how you can do your deposit that way. I suggest you wait for the bank feed, the checking account bank feed for that. It's just going to be a lot easier and less manual. But in our scenario here, we're not adding funds to the deposit. But that's what you could. Maybe you got something else you want to put in with the deposit. That's fine. You can do that here. But I'm just going to kind of hide that section for now. And we're receiving two payments, a total of $1,914.52. Okay, this is going to move that money from undeposited funds into the business checking account. Make sure you have the correct checking account selected here in the right day of the deposit. If you did this 2 days ago, then do it 4/20/21. Okay? Try to match exactly what happened in real life as best you can. And at the bottom, not this will happen all the time, but sometimes there's cash back. You can track that as well, and you can put a memo too. But really, we're just going to make deposit of these payments into checking. And you just click Save and Close. And that's it. I mean, that's the end for me of the whole accounts receivable story. You started with an estimate. You created an invoice or several against it till the job was closed. You received payment from this customer you did the job for against the invoice or invoices, and you put them in undeposited funds. Then you're making that last step, moving it from undeposited funds to checking to match exactly what you did in real life at the bank when you took those payments there. That's what this form does. Closes the story.